Since the re-release of the Jak and Daxter series on PS4, I have been asked a lot why I'm playing the games in my speedruns in 4x3 compared to the more standard 16:9 aspect ratio. And in this video, I'd like to explain you why and some of the technical details behind it. The first reason is probably the most simple: habit. I've been playing the Jak games since I was around 8 years old, so let's do a quick time travel and go back to 2003, because that's when I got my PS2, including Jak 2. Back in the day, my family and I owned a big old CRT, and it wasn't the newest TV on the market either, therefore the aspect ratio played on was in 4x3. I never bothered changing this either since it worked nicely on that very TV. I was also a bit scared of going into the PS2's menu and changing things around. Come on now, I was 8 years old and I had no idea what I was doing. And this brings me to my second reason, although it kind of ties right into this topic but in a different regard: stream layout. I'm putting a lot more time into making YouTube videos these days, but my humble beginnings were over on Twitch, where I was and still am live streaming pretty much all of my speedruns. I actually started speedrunning Jak 3 back in 2015, and here's what it first looked like.
Yeah, that is fine. That driving was okay. Oh, come on. This just killed. What the fuck? What the fuck? Stupid game. Now I can do this all over again, probably.
I'm actually a bit ashamed to watch this myself, not because of my terrible English, but rather because of the layout I was using. But it's not like I didn't try to improve on it. It went through several iterations and changes, and I'd like to think that it changed for the better. It has all elements that I find useful for a speedrunning livestream. But you may have noticed a trend here: the game has always been in a 4x3 format. I did actually play in 16:9 at some point, but I squished it into a 4x3 format. I refrained from that pretty quickly when I noticed how terrible that actually looked. However, since I've been using a layout that's been made for a 4x3 game, aka the Jak games, for all this time now, I like to think that it looks the best out of all of my layouts, including games that you actually play in 16:9. Obviously, I put a lot more effort and thought into the 4x3 layout, and that is probably why I like to use it the most. It just feels more polished, and on top of that, the most professional out them all. Another thing I find very hard when it comes to using a 16:9 layout is filling up all the extra space you got when including a timer. I'm not a big fan of splits over gameplay, so I'd like to have my game feed as clean as I can. This mostly results in some unused space at the top and at the bottom of the screen, which again, I have a hard time filling up with important information. I'm not saying a 4x3 layout is better than a 16:9 one, but then again, more thought went into my 4x3 layouts. Of course, this reason is quite subjective, and you're free to disagree with anything that I have just stated. And that brings me to my third and last reason, which is how the games display each aspect ratio. I've prepared two screenshots from Jak 1 for you. The first one was taken when the game was in 16:9, and the second one was taken in 4x3. As you can see here, the field of view is locked to the width, meaning that the 4x3 aspect ratio can show more of the game at the top and the bottom compared to its 16:9 counterpart. And that's quite the difference if you ask me. I would not want to have less of the games visible when speedrunning them. Summing everything up, these are my 3 reasons to play the games in 4x3. You've probably noticed that the footage in the background was captured in 16:9, and for my YouTube videos, this is where I make an exception. Although I have just proven to you that playing the Jak and Daxter Trilogy in 16:9 gives you a disadvantage, it all comes down to preference. Maybe you were lucky enough to own a 16:9 screen back in the day, and this is how you remember the game from your childhood. Maybe you find it easier to make a layout for a 16:9 game compared to a 4x3 one. Play how you like it the most, and just enjoy your video games. If you like this video and you want to support my channel, simply share this video with a friend. Even a little gesture like that can go a very long way. And if you want to support the channel more than everyone else, follow me over on Twitter and join my community Discord server. All the links are down below in the description. Thanks a lot for watching. My name is Boomer, and I will hopefully see you in the next video. Until then, take care, bye bye.